Whew. All right, I am a sweaty mess, but it's because I've been hard at work and I've got lots of progress to share with you guys this time. We're gonna start off with the rest of the demolition work upstairs in the bedroom and bath area. I ripped out a bunch of the rotted subfloor upstairs and replaced all that. And lastly, I've got a 3D model of the bedroom and bathroom area. We're gonna start going through all the finishes and some of my design ideas for those rooms. It'll be a whole lot of fun to start sort of dreaming about the finished product together and planning that out. But enough talk for now, let's get upstairs and check out the bedroom demolition. So remember that last video when I started out saying we were like done with like 80% of the demolition? Yeah, I'm kind of rethinking that estimate. I think it was more like 40%. But, now with another 5 days into it, I think the end is in sight. Batter up! All right, well, dual facing toilets lost one of its soldiers last time, and it's time for the second one to go and join its brother in the toilet graveyard. So let's have a little moment of silence. So one thing you don't think about when you're doing demolition at first is how you're gonna get all the mountains of trash out of the building. So what we've had to do is we ordered a 15 cubic yard trash bin. To get all the stuff from the second floor out, what we're gonna do is knock out this window. It has to go anyway. So I've got Julian outside spotting the alley to make sure no cars are coming by. We basically got the trash bin right below the window so that when I smash it, all the glass is just gonna go right into that. Now we got easy access, just throw everything right out the window and right into the dumpsters. All right, it is Friday and I'm rolling solo today working. Just gonna take it kind of easy, rip up a little bit of the subfloor. My first time ever kind of doing any of this subfloor sort of structural flooring stuff. Seems like it's pretty simple. I watched some YouTube videos, so that makes me an expert, right? We'll find out, let's try it. This is gonna be a little more work than I anticipated because the layers are delaminating and splintering. So I'm pulling up a layer at a time instead of the whole board. So each board is like pulling up like 3 or 4 boards instead of one. All right, we'll just have to roll with it, get it done. So let's take a little break here and have a chat about the sponsor that's making this video possible, SimpliSafe. If you guys have seen my past videos, you know that I installed SimpliSafe in the building right after I moved in to protect everything. Now that I've had it a few months, I can honestly say it's given me so much peace of mind to know that I've got motion sensors, glass break sensors, video cameras, you name it, all protecting this building, which is, quite frankly, the biggest financial investment that I've personally ever made. SimpliSafe recently took the award as US News and World Report's best overall home security system of 2020, and I've got to agree. The whole system only took me about 1 hour to set up, install, activate everything. And I also love how easy it is to expand your system and add new devices. Today, I'm going to add a second smoke detector and a carbon monoxide detector upstairs here. I just use 2 screws to attach the base plate to the wall, select the option to add the device on my remote keypad, wait for it to be detected, and boom, my smoke detector is now connected to SimpliSafe's award-winning 24/7 monitoring service. So if you've ever thought about adding a new home security system to your home or replacing your current one with one that's just freaking awesome, check out SimpliSafe. There's no contract and it's about 50 cents a day, so you've really got nothing to lose. Head over to simplisafe.com/industrial to sign up. And when you sign up there, you're also helping out this channel, supporting what I do here. Thanks again to SimpliSafe for supporting this channel, making this video possible. And now, let's get back to the video.
So yeah, using the angle grinder to pull out the nails, that is way, way faster than using the hammer. So we're rolling with this thing from now on. So you can see now how having the rotted boards makes it so much more work, because it just comes apart and all the layers of the plywood split apart, you got all these splinters, and then you got to transport all those little bitty pieces over to the dumpster instead of just taking over one big piece of plywood at a time. This could be the coolest wood ever used for any subfloor. Guinness Book of World Records. I'll put money on that. It's gonna be sort of a little time capsule of Chicago skyline art. Oh, and in case you're wondering, this was from a business that had art gallery, westloop.gallery, shout out. They boarded it up, they gave me this wood for free. My contractor went and grabbed it. You know, we're reclaiming it so it doesn't go to waste. This is one of those times where there's a little inefficiency just because figuring it out as we go. So we already did all the floor over here, and now over in that lift opening for that mechanical lift that goes down to the first floor, we got to rip out the subfloor there too, and I just realized that we had to rip out these railings. Yeah, these things. So we had to rip these out, did that off camera, so we can replace the subfloor, and then we'll put these railings back in after we're done with the subfloor, because that's just for safety reasons. We need these railings on around the hole of death. Making a little notch right here. Now it's time to secure all these floorboards, so busting out the heavy weaponry for that. About to start the second load in the dumpster, and we're gonna be throwing out the subfloor that we just ripped out. So those are a bunch of 4x8 sheets over here. We've also got power wires right here. You just don't want to mess with them. They're shielded, theoretically it should be fine, but if like a nail caught on them, it could be super bad news. So I'm gonna be ripping all those down into pieces that will be 100% sure avoid those power wires as we're tossing them out the window. All right, so these dumpsters cost, you have to buy a 3-day permit, and that's like about $100, and then it's another $320 for them to drop it off and pick it up for every single load. So we're just gonna spend 10 minutes organizing, make sure we get most of our money from these dumpster loads.
Oh, dumpster dive.
Dude, did that just go in the dumpster? Alrighty, almost done here, but I just talked to my contractor and got one more thing that I gotta do. Well, one more thing for this video. I was hoping to save those steel studs because the new bathroom wall is gonna be in the exact same spot as the old wall there. But because of the way we're gonna be running the pipes through the walls, it's gonna be easier just to take that out. So I'm gonna knock those studs down now. Now we get to dive into a little bit of what I think is going to be the most fun part of this whole renovation, which is dreaming and designing the interior space. And the first thing I've started working on is the master bed and bathroom. And just in case you think I'm getting ahead of myself, I actually had to have some of these models to help me lay out the plans that we had to submit to get the permits, which were submitted a couple of weeks ago, and we're still waiting on those to come back. I'm sure this design will evolve over time, and it'll be fun to get input from all of you. I also think it'll be really fun to look back at the end of the whole project and see how it's changed from what we're talking about right now as the initial plan. So this is the concept I'm leaning towards for the master bedroom. I'm gonna go for his and hers walk-in closets. With this layout, the bedroom will be about 15 by 15 feet, and the closets will be 5 by 7 each. And a king-size bed will fit nicely in these dimensions. But I'm not 100% sold on that idea. Let me show you one other concept here. A built-in open closet system. I kind of like this because it opens up the space more, but I'm told that built-ins will add more value to the home, and a poll of the women in my life heavily favor the built-in, so that's where I'm leaning right now. So with either layout, my plan is to do double barn doors between the master bedroom and the bathroom. I've always liked the pictures I've seen of resorts where the floor plan flows between the bedroom and bathroom, but practically you want to be able to close the bathroom off, and I think this layout is the best of both worlds. Now I'm pretty set on the overall layout of the bathroom, and we've submitted the permits that show the plumbing locations. It's gonna have a large walk-in shower, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be curbless. So basically no curb, just the floor transitioning straight into the shower, kind of like I've seen in some high-end hotels. Then I'll have a wraparound concrete countertop, which will have an integrated double sink, which I'll be fabricating here. You can ignore those stock model sinks in the 3D model here. I just threw those in temporarily until I finalized the design. I also really like the idea of the concrete countertop going through the shower glass to provide a shelf and bench inside the shower. There's a linen closet opposite the shower, and I'll be building that and all the cabinetry for the vanities and so on in this whole place. And lastly, I designed the toilet stall so that it's sized to allow for a door to separate it off if I want, but I'm not sold. What do you guys think about having a door that actually separates off a room for a toilet? I don't know, I'm kind of up in the air on that one. All right, enough of the dreaming, back to reality. You guys might have noticed that there is a massive hole behind me over there where there used to be a staircase, but that is for the next video, along with starting to build out the workshop. So make sure you like and subscribe to get notified when that goes live. Make sure you watch the rest of the videos in that abandoned building renovation playlist up there if you haven't already. I sincerely appreciate all you guys that are here. I can't say it enough over and over. This is an awesome journey. So glad you guys are along with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it for this time, and I will see you next time.